We're going to talk today about the integration we have through Vista-Quote and SkySelect to work together and bring in the RFQs from SkySelect, and then the quote responses that are produced in Vista-Quote go back through the SkySelect platform as well. So you have those represented there as you're completing your work. Vista-Quote is an RFQ and quoting automation platform. Most companies will use it alongside their existing ERP system. Normally, we would take these RFQs in through a traditional email account so users can see those in their Vista-Quote account and they're staged for action right away and other automations. But special integrations like the one we have with SkySelect will enable you to see your RFQ side of the work, not just in Vista-Quote and staged there for action, but also represented in SkySelect. So, Craig, why don't you go ahead and tell us what SkySelect is, describe the integration capabilities and what we have.
SkySelect is a parts procurement platform for airlines and MROs. We use AI, we use machine learning to really transform those manual processes that are typically involved in sourcing and purchasing a part. So for the airline, rather than sending out an email to all of their suppliers, it's done a lot more efficiently and even to the point of being touchless in some cases through the request, through the order, through the delivery tracking. So, once they through to them getting the part, essentially. And then for the supplier, we try and make that as efficient as possible as well. The typical process can be a little bit manual, but there is a range of different connectivity that even now allows suppliers to auto quote and remove the manual work from that process. That's really why the integration with Ambry Hill is so important. So instead of a supplier maybe supporting one of their airlines with an RFQ manually, they're able to receive that demand straight into their Ambry Hill system, into Vista-Quote. They're able to work on it within Vista-Quote using all the business rules and logic they may have already set up there. And then that response can also be automated back to SkySelect. It really does take out the process of creating that quote in their system and then resubmitting that quote in the SkySelect platform. In terms of efficiency and everything else, it's probably taking around 90% of that typical process out of the equation with the integration we now have.
And that's a really good reason to get this set up. If you're already a SkySelect customer and you're a Vista customer, it'll make the entire process more streamlined and make sure that everything is represented across the board so that you have it from end to end through the SkySelect system, in between with Vista-Quote as you're taking action on the RFQs and quoting, and then back into the ERP system, full circle. Let us know how customers of SkySelect can find the API key information they may need to get this set up. I know for us, we have an input in Vista-Quote. Our support team is happy to help our customers find that and get that key inputted into the system and turned on so that it's functioning, and follow up with our customers and make sure that everything is represented how they would expect to see. What about on your end for SkySelect? How would they even find that API key and make sure they have it available for use?
Yeah, it's nice and easy. So in the SkySelect platform, you have to be an admin to be able to access it. So it's best to speak to whoever in your organization is an admin of the SkySelect platform. But we have a section in the settings, which is the developer section. If you never get through to the developer section, then you can request an API key there and then. It's done instantly, and then you can pass that through back into that Vista-Quote platform.
So, Craig, you have a lot of customers that are just on SkySelect, and they're having to manage the process of replying to the RFQs and getting the quote information into their own business system of some kind on the side. What would you tell to your existing SkySelect customers that maybe don't have a connection directly into their ERP system, and they might find a platform like Vista-Quote useful to complete that chain of information between SkySelect and their business system?
So yeah, essentially, if you're a SkySelect supplier, you're using the SkySelect platform today to respond to your customers manually, the advantage is really there to start doing it a little bit more efficiently through Vista-Quote. You are able to transform that manual process into a fully automated one if you wanted to go that far. And it really plays into the whole vision of SkySelect. We want to make it as efficient for those end users making purchasing decisions. And ultimately, they want to make those decisions faster as well. So we're decreasing the time that it typically takes for a supplier to respond. We're enabling the buyer to make faster decisions, get the parts faster, and just improve the whole supply chain, really. So having everyone connected to the best level we can doesn't just make it better for suppliers, but it also makes it better for the buyers and the airlines and the MROs too.
And that would enhance the entire process from end to end. And this connection with SkySelect is going to be huge for Vista-Quote customers that maybe have thought about using SkySelect, but taking on that additional service has been a hurdle for them. This might be an easy way for Vista-Quote customers to say, you know what, if this actually is easier than I thought it would be, let's go ahead and do it. Get on SkySelect, and we can make the connections happen in a streamlined way, have all the information reflected the way that they would like to see both in SkySelect and in their business system. Super seamless. And then for SkySelect customers that maybe aren't using a tool like Vista-Quote, and they might have to do some copy and paste between their systems, this is a way to bridge that gap as well. So we see this as a really comprehensive and strategic partnership that benefits our customers in a big way when it comes to efficiency and being more productive and working on the tasks that are higher priority and better for them to be focusing on. If your customers or ours want to get in touch with you about using SkySelect and more about the integration on your end, how can they do that?
They can contact us at suppliers@skyselect.com. We have a team on the supplier side that includes me. Feel free to reach out.
And then if there's a question for the team here at Embry Hill with the Vista-Quote product line, we can take questions at sales@embryhill.com. And if you're an existing customer, we can bring those in through support@embryhill.com.